And it's that time again where I bring you the top 10 comics for next week of July the 15th. I think. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember the dates sometimes, but it is. But stick around and we'll go through my top 10 for next week's comics. Alright guys, a comic book noob here, and like I said, it is time for my top 10 picks for the week of July 15th comics coming out next week, or this week, depending on whenever you're watching the video. Before I get into the list, guys, and as always, guys, there is my social media up on the screen there. Make sure to go and follow those accounts as well. The links are down below in the description. Remember to like the video, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get into this week's top 10 picks. And as always, I like to start at number 1 and go down to number 10. So in that number 1 spot this week, we have Spider-Woman number 2. Now, I think Spider-Woman number 1 came out in February, so it's been about 4 months since we've seen, issue number 2. And man, I really enjoyed Spider-Woman number 1. It was awesome. Like, she destroyed a helicopter. That was probably the main thing she did in it. But really, I just thought the way she was like written was just badass, and it was pretty good. She was getting sick in the issue. This issue, it says that we're going to find out why she's getting sick, and there's like these black market spiders and all this other stuff as well. It also does say in the description of this comic that you find out that someone's pulling the strings in the background, which you kind of saw with the suit, with how the suit got made, I guess. But yeah, Spider-Woman number 2 is my number 1 pick for this week. And at number 2 for this week, we have got Venom number 26 by Donny Cates. Now, issue 25 by Venom was the first issue that I picked up of the Venom run, the current Venom run by Donny Cates. Just like getting tongue-tied here. But that was a really good issue. And I'm pretty sure if you're not reading Venom at the moment and you want to jump into it, 26, it's a fresh story arc, I'm pretty sure. And it's supposed to be crazier than the Venom Island. So I haven't read Venom Island, like that part of the story. As I just said, I've only read issue number 25. But hey, if you enjoyed this Spider Island, or Venom Island, sorry, that run, apparently you're going to like this as well. But yeah, really good story, really good writing. Artwork's fantastic as well. There was a goddamn symbiote dinosaur in the last issue, so how could you not like that? And at number 3, we have by Jeff Lemire, Family Tree number 7. Now, I've only read issues 1 to 4 that came out in the trade a couple weeks back. Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember when it came out now. But really loved it. Really enjoyed it. And I thought the whole storyline of like the daughter turning into a tree, I'm like, people turning into trees? Sounds kind of silly. But it was really good. Like, awesome story. Really enjoyed it. Jeff Lemire, excellent job at writing. And just the whole sort of, the arborists, I think they're called, like their little secret society of trying to kill these people with the trees. It's I like it. Really well done. It's a book I didn't think I'd enjoy, but absolutely loved it. So there we go. We have got at number 3, Family Tree number 7. And at number 4, we have got The Amazing Spider-Man number 44. Now, this also, if you're not reading Amazing Spider-Man at the moment, this is the Sin's Rising prelude. It's got something to do with this Sin Eater character, I believe. Don't know much about it. Don't know anything about this Sin Eater guy. Sorry, but yeah, if you're not reading it, Spider-Man. Man, I just get so tongue-tied at the moment. But The Amazing Spider-Man number 44, fresh story arc. You can jump straight into this if you're not reading that already. So yeah, that's my number 4 pick. And at number 5, we've got The Immortal Hulk number 35 by Al Ewing. Now, like Venom, the last issue, number 34, I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember numbers at the moment, was the first issue I picked up, and I didn't mind it, but I just didn't know much about this leader character. But yeah, as far as I know, there's another fresh story arc. So at the moment, there's a lot of Marvel titles that are sort of coming out at the moment with fresh new story arcs. So if you're not into some of these titles or reading them at the moment, good chance to pick some of these issues up next week. So yeah, don't know what it's going to be about, but I'm just, for some reason, I'm real hyped to read it. I think it's because I've never really been much of a Hulk fan, and the last issue was good. Really did enjoy it. I just didn't know a lot about the leader, so I'm expecting good things out of this book because I've heard a lot of good things about this book. So yeah, can't wait to pick up the Immortal Hulk number 35. And at number 6, now this is probably, I mean, yeah, it's probably the level it deserves, because the first issue didn't really grab me as much as I thought it would. I thought it was going to be a lot better than what it was. But we have got Death Metal number 2 coming out. And so yeah, we're halfway. This is a 3-part series. It's Batman who laughs. I don't want to spoil anything there. You got Wonder Woman that's melted down a jet. She's made this, like, it's called the chainsaw of truth or something like that it's called, or the saw, I don't know. She's made like this invisible like badass chain, like something like you'd see out of Warhammer, one of them chain blade saws. She's made one of them out of the invisible jet that she's burnt down. Swamp Thing looks like all burnt and haggard up. Batman's back. Apparently, he was dead, but now he's not anymore. Like I said, I haven't read any of the Metal series, the Dark Knight's Metal series. So, yeah, a little lower on the list than probably what a lot of people have this. But like I said, the first issue just didn't. I thought I was gonna love it. I liked it, didn't love it, but yeah, I mean, this is at number 6. So we're at the bottom half of this list now. So it's where it falls. And at number 7, I'm really excited. This is the final issue of Daphne Burn, number 6. So I'm really excited to pick this up and have this whole story wrap up. It is. It's my first Hill House comics that I've finished the series to. It's probably going to be, apart from Plunge, it's going to be one of the few Hill House comics that runs I start and finish, because I've already explained my situation with DC Comics in Australia. It's not easy to get them. But yeah, Daphne Burn, number 6. We conclude the whole whatever's going on. I still like. I don't want to give anything away if you haven't read it already. A lot of people are saying it's the more sort of the slower of the Hill House books, which it is. But I found it really enjoyable, so I'm really looking forward to sort of have the whole conclusion of this story in issue number 6. So there we go, Daphne Burn, number 6 at number 7. And at number 8, we have got a milestone issue, Savage Dragon, number 250 by Eric Larson. Now, I don't think my store gets Savage Dragon in, but if it did, I'd probably pick this up, and I think it's going to be pretty pricey by the sounds of it. I know it's up on the screen now, but I do not have the price of what this issue is worth. So I should have wrote it down. I didn't. I apologize. But yeah, milestone issue, Savage Dragon, number 250 at number 8. And at number 9, we have got the Avengers, number 34. This is, now I would have liked to pick up 33, but this, I think when issue 33 came out, it was the first week that comics had started coming back out again, and like the whole Diamond reorder thing was happened, and I thought my store got in Avengers. Apparently, well, they didn't get this issue, which I was going to jump onto it. This is the Age of Khonshu, part 2. So yeah, it's part 1. So it's kind of in the middle there. But I don't know. I might pick this up. I'm 50-50 on it. It's a storyline featuring the Moon Knight. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on whether I'll pick this up, but yeah, if I did have 33, I'd definitely be picking Avengers 34 up. So there, number 9, Avengers number 34. And at number 10, now this is probably a lot lower on my list and a lot of other people's list, and it's just because I'm not digging the whole event that's going down with this. But Empire, was it number 1 or number 0? But anyway, the first Empire that isn't like a tie-in one-off of like the Avengers or Fantastic Four. So it's, as from what I know, is the Empire is a team-up issue of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four against the Kree and the Skrull, I believe. Now, I don't know a lot about either the Fantastic Four, apart from the Avengers movie. Don't know a lot about the Avengers there, and I don't know a lot about the Kree or the Skrull or anything like that. But apparently the Kree and the Skrull, I think they've teamed up. They're getting this war fleet ready to come to Earth, and it's going to be the Avengers or the Fantastic Four or both of them that try to stop them. And they're probably going to stop them, and something's probably going to happen that, you know, affects, you know, something to get some offshoots and more stories or new series out along those lines. Something like that's going to happen. But yeah, there we go. That is my top 10 for next week, July 15th, guys. So let me know what you thought of that list. Remember, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed your weekend, guys, and thanks for watching. I will see you next video.